Hey you guys, welcome back to Rocket City Yards. This video is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to do a whole lot of talking. If you can't tell by my voice, I got sick over Christmas with my family, but things in the kitchen don't stop and I need space in my freezer because I really like to buy turkeys on clearance after the holidays, and all of these tomatoes that I've been saving up were taking up space. So now that I've got all of my tomatoes, it's time to make some tomato soup. And I've mentioned in multiple videos, if you have been here, that I was really hoping to make this. And so even though I sound like this, I didn't want to not film it because you guys might have been looking forward to the tomato soup too. So I'm going to tell you right up front, I should have weighed each of these bags when I bagged them up and froze them. So then I'd just be adding up my weights right now. But I didn't do that. It's a lesson I have filed away for future. And we are going to weigh them now. So I need, for a single recipe of tomato soup, I need 8 pounds of tomatoes. So I need to see how many pounds of tomatoes I have. And hopefully we're going to have enough for 2 or 3 batches. I'm guessing maybe 2.5 batches, but we'll just see once I get it all weighed. For the most part, I think that this video, I may just like write some notes up on the screen or whatever, because as you can hear, I have very little voice and sometimes I have even less than this. But I found where somebody wrote this recipe up and put it on their blog. This is a recipe out of, let me find the book. The all new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving. So the ingredients in this are really nice. It's 8 pounds of tomatoes. It calls for plum tomatoes. I mostly have paste tomatoes with a few slicers thrown in here, but they'll work just fine. It calls for salt, pepper, chopped onion, garlic, dry white wine, chicken or vegetable stock, and tightly packed basil leaves. So it's calling for fresh basil. I have freeze-dried basil, and I think that that's going to work just fine. Now, the one other thing I'm going to do that is not in the directions is that this is a roasted tomato soup. Well, as you can see, all of my tomatoes are frozen. So I am going to use my roaster oven here to make my tomato soup instead. And that shouldn't be a problem. The method is, I think, less important than making sure you have the right ratios of ingredients for canning. So hopefully you guys can understand me in what I just said, and I'm going to get to weighing these tomatoes.